Kicking Country 103.1. Chuck Baker on the phone with Kyle Park, who is coming to town tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. And Kyle, good morning.
Good morning to you, Chuck. Always excited to hear you, man. I love it.
Buddy, it is great to talk to you. I always enjoy visiting with you. And something that every time I talk to you, you're doing something innovative. And right now, I want to talk a little bit about the Blue Roof Sessions. That is your newest project.
Yeah, coming out here October 23rd, just a few weeks away, sorry. 12 new songs. I know right now we have What Goes Around Comes Around on the radio, which is doing pretty good. I think I'll have a new radio single for you in a couple of weeks, actually, probably in 2 or 3 weeks, because we're filming a new music video here next week for a new single. And just putting out new music as fast as I can. That's the goal.
Man, I'm loving it. And What Goes Around Comes Around, you recorded in that house with the blue roof. Tell me a little bit about that house.
Yeah, as far as being the album being different, I took things a little bit different than usual as far as I leased a house. I got a big old mansion on Lake Travis, and we cut the entire record in the house, not a recording studio. And, I mean, the house was so big, we had opportunity to film several music videos inside the house. We also filmed, right now, the newest thing that's come out for me is I have a couple of different web episodes of the Blue Roof Sessions, kind of showing how I recorded the album, showing the recording process, the songwriting process, the discussions in between, recording. And we're going to have like 3 or 4 of those webisodes come out. And the first one came out last week. You can check it out on my website or my YouTube page or whatever. But it's like a documentary style. It's really cool to watch.
I've already watched it, and you get a look at this house that we're talking about for one thing, and you also get you stringing your guitar. You're even running a vacuum cleaner at one point.
Yeah, my mom was real proud of that at that point of the show. She loved it.
I can't believe he's got a vacuum cleaner in his hand.
It's going to be a clean place to record, that's the deal. I have to feel right and used.
Well, Kyle, with us opening up, talking about the Blue Roof Sessions, and I think you've got, 10, 12 songs on there?
12 songs that made the record, yeah.
So we're going to be hearing a lot of new music tomorrow night at Midnight Rodeo.
Absolutely. We have a couple of different new songs planned to play. Of course, we'll play What Goes Around Comes Around. We'll play our new radio single coming out in a few weeks. There's also a few more we'll play. And there's a good chance, I'm not even sure right now, but we have a new guy in the band playing with us lately. He's a slide guitar player. He's from Abilene. He's got family in Abilene. But he's been playing with Josh Ryder, my good buddy, for the past year or so. And I don't know if you know, but Josh is kind of moving back to Nashville as far as I've heard.
Just signed a major label deal. I heard about that.
Man, good for him. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Anyway, he's in Nashville. He's not touring in Texas as much, so his band needed a job. So I grabbed this guitar player, and we have a 6-piece band now. Pretty cool.
Man, I love it, and I love a slide guitar. Good gosh almighty, that just adds a whole new dimension. And you already have so much going up on stage, and you've got such a dynamic presence on that stage. The way you play, the way you're all over that stage, and also the lighting show that you've got and everything else that you bring to the stage. It's a great performance.
Yeah, we have a cool light show. In the past about a year now, we've been doing that, added that to the show. And, I mean, you can look at it one way where the George Straits and the Dusties of the pure countries of the world, where it's like too much smoke and too much light. And I get that, too, because country music doesn't need all that stuff to survive. But I can tell you that some of these shows that we do, we're a pretty rocking band. You've seen us before. We move pretty fast, and those lights just, man, it's so exciting. It's exciting. It's for me on stage. It makes it so much more exciting to be up there and rock and have the movement of lights behind me. It makes me more exciting, and I think that kind of relates to the band and to the fans as well.
Oh, the fans love it, man. I'll watch them when they're, just checking it out, going, wow, look at that. And they're trying to get pictures of you and the lighting and everything else that's going on. And let me ask you this. You kind of flipped a couple of things in the Blue Roof sessions as far as the concentration. You wanted to make sure. One of the first things you pointed out, the lyrics are so important in a song, but you also wanted to make sure that the music grabbed them right off.
That's exactly right. You know, country music is always going to be about the lyrics, and that's why country is the greatest music there is. I love it. But, you know, things have changed. I mean, country music has especially changed in the past, 3 months and 6 months and a year and 5 years. It always changes. It's always progressing. But I think it's, nowadays, me at least, most people, because of streaming music, I guess, and opportunity and availability of music, everyone really likes all kinds of music. And, even before streaming media, I mean, Chuck, I know you like rock and roll music. You
Absolutely.
Like country. You like jazz, traditional pop music too. It's not like you like one thing. And the cool thing about music and country today is that it is going a little more towards not just the lyrics, but also the music, not just the story, but also the feeling. And that's what I wanted to do this album. I wanted the songs to feel good musically. The first 5 seconds, I want the listener to say, you know what, I like this song. And then I start to sing. That's the goal.
Well, I'll tell you what I've seen so far and what I've heard, you have accomplished that. It is very exciting. It's a new thing for you as far as a little change in direction.'re still the Kyle Park that we know and love, but
absolutely, yeah.
Maybe a little more edge. Would that be a good way to put it?
I think so. I'm older now. I've recorded. This is my 5th album to record. I told someone that I wouldn't have the guts to record these songs 10 years ago. It wasn't that I didn't like them. It wasn't that I've changed that much. It's just that I guess it is because I've changed that much. I don't think I'd have wanted to record these songs 10 years ago. This wasn't who I was exactly. I mean, it is what it is. And I grew up listening to traditional country, and I was afraid to cut something with edge years ago because I didn't want to offend anybody, or I didn't want to make my grandma upset or something like that. And now, as a musician, a musician who's created his own kind of interests and sound, and I think I know what I like, and I'm not scared to record something with edge anymore because it still is me. That's the point. It's always been me, just now I have the guts to do so.
Well, I think it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that you're doing with the Blue Roof Sessions, and I just wish you continued success with that. What goes around comes around. You can tell immediately it's got a little different feel, a little different sound. Everything is a little different about it, but
yeah.
I'm also hearing everybody saying we love it, and we play the heck out of it, by the way, on Kicking Country.
Oh, I know. Thank you all very much for doing that. It's really cool. I can see people. I know I'm on Twitter a lot, and I can see people in Angelo talking about the show and talking about the song, and that just makes me know that you guys at Kicking are just supporting the song a lot, and I really appreciate that.
Well, now let me ask you this. Okay, tomorrow night we got a new member of the band, and tell everybody
new songs, yeah,
what they can expect on stage tomorrow night.
Man, just like the album, we're rocking. We're a rocking country band, and energy. That's what I think you can expect. I mean, no doubt about it. We're not just your mom and pop old school band sitting up there telling stories, singing songs. And I tell you what, I've recognized this about our band, and this is not to take away from anybody else ever, but some guys, some bands, some artists get up there and they start talking to the crowd, and that's great. But man, I think in an hour and a half we go through like 25 or 26 songs, when other artists go through 18 or 19 songs. And it's because I'm not there to talk, man. I'm there to play music. I'm there to have people dance. I'm there to have people have a good time. I mean, I say a couple words, no doubt, but we are there to play music. And when you see us on stage, you can tell that we love what we do. I mean, it's just pure energy. It's the most fun hour and a half of my day, no doubt about it. And I think it shows on stage.
I know it shows on stage. I've seen it. I've seen you numerous times, my friend. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle, you be careful on the road. We can't wait for the show tomorrow night. I'm excited to hear new music from you, and I'm just excited to see you. And you've got a lot of fans here that feel the same way. They can't wait until the doors open tomorrow night, and you take that stage, and we'll see you tomorrow evening at Midnight Rodeo.
Thanks, Chuck. See you tomorrow.